Coach Holtz, what made you decide to come to this event tonight?
Well, I think it's a great cause. Anytime you get a group of men together and their fathers and sons and do it in a Christian atmosphere, I'm flattered and honored to have the opportunity to be here. And I just say a prayer and hope that I can share some prominent things with this group.
And what kind of things are you planning on sharing tonight?
Well, first of all, we're going to talk a little bit about faith and some of the things that I believe in very, very strongly. And then I want to talk about the human nature and how we have better relationships and meaningful relationships with people. We complicate life. I'm not very smart, went to school to eat my lunch, no other basic reason, so I try to keep it simple, and I will do that tonight.
Okay, and why do you think it's important to specifically target men?
Well, I think that like anything else, the average father spends less than a half hour alone with a son or daughter during the course of a week. And there's so many times we get pulled in a million different directions. But when you look at all the wins, the records, the trophies, there's only one thing that's really important. That's your relationship with God, your relationship with your family.
Thank you, Coach. Is there anything else that you want to add about this men's conference?
Well, there's a lot of things I could add. How long's your program? I know every time I'm on TV, they're always saying wrap it up, so I really don't know.
Okay, and I have Sports sent me a few questions, so if you don't mind answering a few things about football. Do you think Alabama is going to repeat as national champions this year?
Well, that's why we're going to play this schedule. I think they have an excellent chance. I think their offense should be outstanding. Great running back. Quarterback hadn't lost since junior high. Excellent offensive line, Julio Jones. The problem is on defense. You have to replace 9 starters. The good positive thing for Alabama is most of them are juniors, which means they've been in the program for 3 years. I understand Coach Saban's system. Yes, they have a chance. Do I think they will? No, because it's been a long time since anybody's repeated as national champion. And I can promise you, you can have a great football team, but when you're the defending national champion, you got a target on your back.
Well, if you don't think Alabama is, who is?
I think you'd have to look at Ohio State, and I think Ohio State has maybe the best chance. I think if Alabama was in the Big Ten, they'd have a better chance, and if Ohio State was in the SEC, I wouldn't give them as strong a chance. But I think that they're good on offense, they're good on defense, they're solid. The schedule isn't very difficult. The only good non-conference team they play is Miami, and Miami's not a top 25 football team preseason. Ohio State also plays all those directional state schools, you know, Northeast and Southwest, et cetera. So I think they have the best chance to get into the championship game.
Okay, and agents have been in the news a lot lately. Just kind of touch on that for a little bit.
On what?
Agents, sports agents.
Oh, I have to agree with Coach Saban's. Agents have always been a difficult problem, and you just have a difficult time as a football coach because you can't control everything. I used to tell the players, you don't need an agent. What you do is get drafted, go to Jerry Jones, you're drafted first round, give me your best offer. $14 million. I don't have an agent, that's the best you'll do? Yep. Okay, I'll get back to you. Go to an agent and say, I made $14 million. I'll give you 50% of everything you may get me over $14 million. Why pay him for something you're going to get anyway? And then you say to the agent, I want to be in camp on the first day of camp. But if you can get above $14 million, you're going to make yourself some money. But move on. You don't need agents. Agents can't help you. They can't get you into camp. They're always saying, boy, I'll get you drafted higher and everything else. And yet they end up calling me, just like happened yesterday, can you help me with this player? Agents can't do anything except take your money.
Well,
Other than that, you can mark me down as undecided.
I heard that you can't ever tell what you're going to get from you, and I believe it.